juggling. I'm a feminine M&M, a slim shady lady, but nice cause I texted Haiti. 90 lady cops on the road and I'm arrested for doing 80. Like Hamlet, all about words, words, words. Divide a hole into thirds, thirds, thirds. I'm a gay sea otter. I blow other dudes out of the water. I'm the man, muffin, diving, muffin, cold and fly like an Arctic puffin, puffin. Wackety baggy, ain't another rapper's like I'm Helga Pataggy, and I've been rocking this mic before electricity, way back in 1000 BCE. That's before the common era. Oh, I can't be stopped. Flow so sick that it should be mocked up. Bitch got a Dixie cup, I got a dick full of helium, I'll fuck you up. A boy, yeah, a boy, a girl, a middle-aged bitch. Botox in the third person. I give the perspective a switch and Botox in the third person. Ooh, boo, hoo. It's me, oh the Leo, B.O. Burnham. Books and bras and a cost to Burnham. Don't need a chorus, rock till death. Just need a moment to catch my breath. I'm the hyper riddler, riddled with Ritalin. I got up like a wood and I whittled a fiddle in. I walked the hood with that violin. Fought the devil, now I'm back in the middle again. We, the people of the USA, Jose, we're not talking to USA. We got a border in order to keep you out. It's what my NYU essay's about. Cause we're xenophobic, warrior princess, molested by my Uncle Sam. Is that incest? I want you to smell my finger. Does my nephew's scent still linger? South the queers, north the hell. The queer ones sucked and the brown ones smell. We guard the border and we guard it well. Some slip through the cracks of the Liberty Bell. Did I say Liberty? I meant Taco Paco. You better let that rock go, cause in real life Goliath wins and then sells all the silk that the widow spins.
Oh my god, it's so Burnham.
Thank you. It's a regular cane, right? Wrong, faggot.
This whole thing.
When I say hey, you say ho. Hey.
Ho.
Hey.
Ho.
That's basically how Hitler rose to power. My show is a little bit silly and a little bit pretentious, like Shakespeare's Willie or Noam Chomsky wearing a strap-on. It's also a little bit gay and a little bit offensive, like Thanksgiving Day or Noam Chomsky wearing a strap-on. So put your cell phones to vibrate and put your vibrators to cell phone mode. And welcome to the show. It goes a little bit like this joke. Exactly. Welcome to my flow. It flows a little bit like this, with a rap and a diss, and a swift rap in the wrist, a rap and a kiss, like Hershey's rapping a kiss. Shit, I got a show that'll test your kids, and it asks one question, and the question is, what's funny? 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 Funny, but funny. Hey, what's funny? 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 Funny. Oh yeah. Humor is often linked to shared experience. Like a guy gets up and says, have you noticed that public restrooms have really inefficient hand dryers? Oh my god, yes I have. Ha ha ha, really good point. They should fix that. It's good to know that somebody finally gets me. And my wife divorced me, which subconsciously forced me to lose all sense of self. So it's nice to think about hand dryers and not that cheating whore. Because stand-up comedy is actually pretty easy. If you're an Asian comic, just get up and say, my mother's got the weirdest fucking accent. Then just do a Chinese accent. Everybody laughs at the Chinese accent because they privately thought that your people were laughable, and now you've given them the chance to express that in public. Yeah, oh, and if you're a musical comic, just give them a little weird voice inflection, then take a Viagra and slap them with a rock hard misdirection. Oh, what's funny? 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 Funny for funny. Tourette's! What's funny? What's funny? What's funny? What's funny? What's funny? What's funny? Funny. Oh, and the audience says, when I was a baby, maybe I laughed at people jiggling keys. Now I'm older and bolder and just get mad because I noticed that the keys are to a Hummer. Fuck my life, I don't fuck my wife, so fuck my wife and fuck my life. And my son is gay, but not sitcom gay. Daughter's a whore like another girl that used to be your mother, but the marriage made her Miss Mary Americana. I'm on a team with that screaming prima donna, but the radical feminists made my wife a man. Oh, and if I die happy, the situation will be autoerotic asphyxiation. I hate my life and it hates me back. And my friend is black, but I don't know what to call him, so I just call him, what up, Jamal? Even though his name's Steve. I hate my job, I hate my life, hate my kids, I hate my wife. Jews but know I do it, Judas beat me to it. I'm slowly slipping into a solipsistic coma, and I masturbate because I'm the only one whose standards are low enough to fuck me. What's funny? Funny. What's funny? What's funny? What's funny? Funny for funny. It's a boy. What's funny? 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 Oh, hopefully this. Thank you. Let's get quiet, that's good. That's good for a comedy show. My ex-girlfriend had a really weird fetish. She used to like to dress up as herself and then act like a fucking bitch all the time. But you know, they say if you want to know what a girl's gonna look like look at her mother. You know, so I am so glad I broke up with her. Because she would have been, you know, dead. It's great to be here. Great to be here. I'm a realist. I am. I try not to romanticize reality. You know, like when life gives you lemons, you probably just found lemons. But at the same time, I don't deny the beauty, because there is so much beauty in the world, because life can be so symmetrical. You know, that gives birth to this almost silent poetry, you know, like a hermaphrodite playing the guitar, or a young Amish boy trying to blow out the light bulbs in his birthday cake, or a girl who's terrible at grammar saying, "Mama, you raised me good," and then being pushed down a well. Symmetry. Your mama's so fat, your mama's so ugly, your mama's so stupid. Your mother's breasts sagged with such severity that the late great surrealist artist Salvador Dali mistook them for clocks.
Nice boxers. Is that the Bible?
If I had a dime, every time a homeless guy asked me for change, I'd still say, "Oh." How old is too old to stop believing in the tooth fairy and shit? Like what, 12 at best? 12? I have a cousin, 18. Okay, still believes in gay marriage. I know what you guys are thinking. You're like, "Oh, whoa, we're tackling such incredibly, taboo subjects. Is there anything you won't joke about? Anything too sacred for you? Anything that you don't find funny?" And actually, yeah, there is. White people. Think we've been through enough? I believe, firmly, I believe that women are always right. I believe that. I should actually rephrase that. I don't. Men and women. This song is called Men and Women. Men are like vows. They are easily broken. Women are like cows. They both have vaginas. Men are like muzzles, because they'll try to shut you up. Oh yeah. Oh, but don't listen. Hey, women are like puzzles, because prior to 1920, neither had the right to vote. Puzzles still don't. A man is an eagle, yeah. A woman is a dove. Women can fake orgasms, but men can fake love. Women are like fingers and toes, 'cause they're easy to count on. It's cute. Men are like ravens and crows, 'cause they hate using condoms. What? Women are like Yahtzees, oh yeah, 'cause I rarely get them.
Why do we know this song? Why do you know this?
Women are like men are like Nazis, because they both caused the Holocaust. It's true. Oh, for every dollar that a man makes, a woman makes 70 cents. That doesn't make sense. That's not fair. The man's only left with 30. Arithmetic. Hey, men and women, it's black and white with an area of gray for hermaphrodites. Yeah, oh yeah. Male strippers always look like they're applying lotion, and female strippers, when they're dancing on the pole, just look like confused firemen. Oh, I can see it right in your dome. Oh. It's on the guitar that's doing that? It's funny. Oh, that's your mom. So if it's your mom, who's that? Oh, just a dude. See if we can get both of you just to look at that. The difference between the two of you is glaring. Yeah, that's a fun. You can tell by the laughter, this is a very young crowd. It's a 6:30 Episcopal. It's a young crowd.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming it's a lot of
Where's your phone? It's in my booth.
a lot of young people and their parents. So there's going to be moments of uncomfortability because I do offensive stuff. But the parents must have been like, "Oh, a Salvador Dali joke. This kid's all right." And the kids are like, "What the fuck is Salvador Dali?" He's one of my favorite artists. Don't laugh at that. Jackson Pollock was a fucking idiot. It's another artist joke to the parents. What's the matter? Alright. Guys, I'm 19. I'm a young comic. I hate that term, young comedian. I prefer prodigy. And I don't do comedy shows. What I do is one-man shows. I've been doing them since 1998. It was my first one-man show. It was a show about Jews in Nazi Germany called Under the Floorboards. I'll do a scene from that right now. No. Watch and then judge. This is a scene from Under the Floorboards. Hey, shh. And in '99, I did a piece called The Catholic Orgasm. I'll do a scene from that. 2000, I did John Steinbeck's The Grapes of Wrath, except I adapted it into a story about an intergalactic sexual predator called The Rakes of Grath. Next year I did a piece called The Inappropriate Musician. I'll do a bit. You don't have to, don't worry about enforcing the camera thing if that's what you're doing. First with the light. Is that what you're doing?
No, I'm taking people to this seat.
Okay. But don't worry about that, I don't care. You can do that. If they want to record it, be biting the hand that feeds me. In 2001, 2002, I'm lying. 2001, I did a piece called The Inappropriate Musician. I'll do a scene from that. Mike, back off the ledge, Mike, all right? Don't jump. Think about your kids. You want them to grow up without a father? Is that what you want? Mike, don't jump. Mike, no! He's saved. 2002, thank you. I did a piece called Bulldog Man, which is based off The Elephant Man, if you're familiar with that work. And I'll do a monologue from that right now. In 2003, I did The Native American and the Magic Show. How? 2004, I did a piece, if I get a blackout for this, I did a piece called Charlie Brown Getting Molested. If I get a full blackout for this. This is Charlie Brown being molested. Hello? Is anybody here? What are you doing? Let go of me! Good grief! Okay. Should have known that would work with you. That's the one that is working with the younger crowd. 2005, I did a show called The Juggler's Wife. I'll do a scene from that. Please, stop juggling! 2006, I did The Heroin Diaries. It was a dark piece. June 18th, 1928. Today I, Amelia Earhart, became the first woman to fly across the Atlantic, and then I did a bunch of heroin. 2007, I did a controversial piece, because I played a slave in the 1780s, but I didn't wear makeup, because I feel as an artist I'm qualified to tell any story. And it was a piece called Whiplashes. Whiplashes, and this is the climactic scene. I know, it's a little bit harsh, and it's pretty raw art, so if you're sensitive to that, you might want to, look away or something, but this is the climactic scene from my one-man show, Whiplashes. You'll have to answer to God for this. Well, ow! Ow! You're a dick. 2008. Yeah, I know, guys. It's part of. That's the first crowd that's been giving. It's good. You're paying attention. 2008 or 9 rather, because it's the last year before this one. I did a very emotional piece called The Boy and His Dog, and if I get emotional or lose it, it means a lot to me. So this is a piece from a boy and his dog. Get out of here, all right? Please go. I can't keep you anymore. Go, all right? I can't afford to, all right? Just please go. I hate you. Is that what you mean? I hate you, all right? I hate you. Go. I hate you. And it's not just me. My dog hates Mexicans too. That's a misdirection.
Well, he's using.
This next song is about quantum mechanics. This next song is... I believe in the Zodiac. I do, because I'm a Leo and I love Titanic. But, congrats. Probably a good portion of people, since there's more than 12 people here, that someone else is going to be a Leo. This is something morbidly ironic, really morbidly ironic. My grandmother, she was a Cancer, and she was actually killed by a giant crowd. Sad. This song's about the idea of irony. About the entire idea of irony. So, strap in! My dog's stomach was very upset, so I put him in the car and we went to the vet. And on our way to the vet, I killed a cat. Daddy, isn't that ironic? Whoa. I adopted a child from overseas to rescue him from child labor factories. And on his very first birthday, we went to build a bear workshop. Isn't that ironic? Daddy, isn't that a IRONICINORIRONIC? Water park is burned to the ground and a tow truck has broken down. I always used to cry when I laughed, and then I was raped by a clown.
Oh my God, stop. I hate clowns. I love clowns.
Isn't it? I was watching Al Gore on CNN. He was talking and talking and talking, and then, out of boredom, my pet polar bear shot himself. Isn't that I dated an animal rights activist, and one day she got really pissed because I was eating veal that was wrapped in pita bread. Screw it. I said, isn't that a IRONICINORIRONIC? Ancient Greece was the place where the smartest dudes were at. And now the only place where you see Greek letters is at a fucking frat. Sorry, is it Kappa Phi Cyanide or is too young to know the fraternity. I'm a stand-up comic and I always sit and slouch, and I got my girlfriend pregnant on my sterile uncle's pull-out couch. Hey! I-R-O-N-I-C, ironic, I-R-O-N-I-C. If every day you play the board game Risk, you probably never taken a risk in your life. And Monopoly has far from a stranglehold on the board game market. A little kid died from suffocation when he choked on a game piece from Operation. And I can't grow a beard. That one's not ironic, that one's just sad. My grandfather had Alzheimer's, and one day we were... Mom, what's Alzheimer's? I forgot. It's good. I'm excited. What are we looking at here? I'm running on my new material first because I'm recording a special in the upcoming months that will be airing in the fall on Comedy Central. So I need to thank you. It's really nice. How does it feel? You start on YouTube. Did you ever think it's... Yes, I did think I was self-obsessed and egomaniacal from the beginning. Guys, people come to me. Did you hear that? This girl always goes, just like you, John. Whispering doesn't really cut it in the front row. It's not worth it if you're going to take a little shot. It's clear, and you know what? That tension is very clear, because they're on the opposite side of the group with their friends, so I see a little... You guys could have like an awkward off. You two... People come to me all the time, all the time. They say, Bo, you're an artist. How do we fix Africa? I read recently that there are over 22 million people living with HIV/AIDS in sub-Saharan Africa. Yeah, it was a Snapple fact. How do we fix it? How do we fix it? That's the, how do we fix it, I think laughter. Because laughter is the best medicine, besides medicine. What is art? That's a great question. What is art, Is art something gay people do to get back at their fathers? Could be. What is an artist? What is an artist? What makes a great artist? Artists like myself, like the great director Michael Bay, like the great Irish actor Shaquille O'Neal. We ask questions, and we ask questions nobody else dares to ask. Questions like, where are all the Sour Patch parents? Questions like, if Mickey's a mouse, and Minnie's a mouse, and Donald's a duck, and Daisy and Goofy, if they're all animals and they can talk, why is Pluto just a fucking dog? Did they just forget to anthropomorphize him? Or worse, is Mickey keeping a mentally handicapped dude as a pet? I'm not approving, obviously. That's horrible, but what are you doing? Why? Right? I'm not bashing Disney. I would never bash Disney. I think Disney teaches such important lessons to kids, especially the fairy tales, like the princess fairy tales teach girls such important lessons, like Cinderella, it doesn't matter where you come from or how poor you are, as long as you're incredibly hot. Or, Snow White, which tells kids to always give midgets nicknames. Or Sleeping Beauty, Sleeping Beauty, which encourages, date rape. Not that one. Or anything I said for that matter. As do choice. This is good. This is great. Any black people here? Is that true?
Yes.
Close. I'm not saying relatively black for this audience. I don't know, you're not wearing Uggs.
Doesn't count. Doesn't count. No. Dude, I'm practicing black.
Where's Waldo, the suburban Long Island version?
Doesn't count. Doesn't count. No. Dude, I'm practicing black.
Where's Waldo, the suburban Long Island version? Between Joey and me, between Joey and me, we have been doing a lot of laughing. And what we haven't been doing is a lot of thinking. And what I'd like to do right now is do a little bit of that. So what better to stop comic inertia than a little bit of poetic friction? So I've read some haikus. Haikus are Japanese poems consisting of 17 syllables, 3 lines, 5, 7, 5. And I find them to have a philosophical construct. There's a certain clearness in their cogency, sort of a soundness in their simplicity, if you will. So if you wouldn't mind, hopefully we read these haikus for a little bit, think, and then when we go back to the laughing, it will have benefited from the time we took to think. So if I could just get some blue light to set the mood, please. Perfect. There we go. Gradual. So all I ask is that you stay quiet and listen, and obviously, don't laugh. These are my haikus. I saw a rainbow in the day my grandma died. Fucking lesbian. For 15 cents a day, you can feed an African. They eat pennies. people's skin sags because it is being pulled towards the underworld. One fish, two fish. Red fish, blue fish. I think Dr. Seuss was autistic. A kid insulted my mother, so I said, "Your mama is so black." Do unto others as you would have them do to you, said the rapist. My aunt used to say, slow and steady wins the race. She died in a fire. Those in glass houses shouldn't throw stones or masturbate in the daytime. Even if he is your friend, never ever call an Asian person. And finally, Bono. If you want to help poor people, sell your tinted shades, you cunt.
Love you.
Thank you, it's superficial, but thank you. This next piece is called... No, it's no offense to her. She likes the idea of me. The next piece is called Sonnet 155. Or, if Shakespeare had written a porn, and it goes like this. I saw the morning dew betwixt thine thighs as I removed my source of breach and power, as if King Midas dared to touch the skies, upon thy body fell a golden shower. Thy body's temples 2 church bells had rung, upon thy chest a row of pearls bestowed, the sun had set, thy set with weary hung. I thought, how black a night, and blue a load. I said, what light through yonder beaver breaks? It is the yeast. And now my belly's yellow, my pole gives cause to storms and earthy quakes, but 'tis not massive, I am no Othello. And when that final moment came to pass, like Christ I came a-riding on an ass. Thank you.
I love the idea of you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
No problem. Reset. Ricated. William Shakespeare was a verbal contortionist. He could bend his words the way a contortionist bends his frame, and I would hope that he could with a name like William Shakespeare. Some of you seem lost. Look, say your name was Robert Frost and you couldn't write, that would suck. Well, I guess you could always go as Bobby Frost and own an ice cream truck. He was balanced like a simile, and he could stack metaphor 5, 6 at a time and rhyme until the very last line of a soliloquy, which finally said outright with the previous 77 rolling hit. Yeah. He had puns and quips and tons of trips and sons with ships, with nuns with hips and buns and lips, but I have something that Shakespeare never had. Penicillin. See, it hadn't been invented yet. Back then they only had quillicillin. Hey, it's not that hard, Bart. I'm sorry, I got a bone to pick with you, William, so if you just listen up here and listen to this theater queer's theater query here, and maybe act like a real artist for once in your life, say Van Gogh and lend me your ear. You're not a writer. You're a writer like Hulk Hogan's a street fighter. You write these dramas, you accumulate your wealth, you hold nature as to a mirror of yourself. Just because you're messed up doesn't mean we are too. Just because you want to bang your mom doesn't mean the Danish princes do. What? Who? Hamlet, Shakespeare. Yeah, that's right, the young prince whose father died at the hands of his uncle with whom his mother lied. Sound familiar? It's the fucking Lion King. From a Disney movie, you androgynous douche. What's next? The story of a French king on a quest to find his lost son, Nemo. You may be for the environment in your prologues, but I know that you promote violence against dogs. Didn't think I caught that, did you? Out, damn Spot! Come on. Oh, and by the way, poetic talent is really easy to fake when thy sentences doth no fucking sense make. To be or not to be? That is the question, whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles and by opposing end them to die, to sleep no more. And by a sleep to say we end the heartache and the thousand natural shocks that flesh is heir to, is a consummation devoutly to be wished, to die, to sleep. To sleep perchance to dream, aye, there's the rub, for in that sleep of death, what? Dreams may come when we have shuffled off this mortal coil, must give us pause. Like what? Christians tend to get angry at me because I say things like, "Why the long nose, Pope Pinocchio?" The truth is, they think I'm going to go to hell for it, but the truth is I've been to Christian hell, and I actually wrote a song about it. Hitler was there, and so were all the Jews, yeah, so it got a little awkward. This is true. I wanted to be a physicist when I was younger, and a comedian. And I wasn't able to do the physicist thing. I don't think I was smart enough. But I want to try to do both right now in a bit that I call theoretical dick jokes, and it goes like this. My penis is so small that I often have trouble finding it because it's so gratefully influenced by quantum mechanical fluctuations in the fabric of space-time. When I'm having intercourse with a woman, she can only know where my penis is, where how fast it's moving, because it's small enough and light enough to be fully governed by the Heisenberg uncertainty principle. She's like, "Are those pubes or super strings?" So, and then she's like, "Oh, I've got an eating disorder." And I'm like, "Eating disorder, more like nutritional entropy." I never said it was funny, okay, so stop staring at me. That's why I didn't. It's one of my favorite bits. Where are we going? Just heard something. This piece. This next piece isn't done, but I'll play what I have. The rear one sucked and the brown one smell. We guarded the border and we guarded well. Some slipped through the cracks of the Liberty Bell. Did I say Liberty? I meant Taco Paco. You better let that rock go, because in real life Goliath wins and then sells all the silk that the widow spins. Here's some racial humor. White people are like this. Black people are like this. Oh, we're destined to fight forever. Blood in the streets. The younger people, that's satirizing what I see racial humor to be. It's just trivial and perpetuating the... You guys are funny. All right, I'll do a joke that you guys will like. I've always wanted a black girlfriend, because then when we're 69, I can call it yin-yanging. I knew it. You kill with them. The parents are going, I would do Salvador Dali shit all day. You guys would just fill the seats. Space elephants. What? What did you say?
I said you're too hot for only old people to be here.
You know what? If I'm too hot, only old people should be here, actually. That's how it works. Oh, gee. I told you, if I want the old people to come, then I'll do that. Oh, don't call your mom old. You're too young. How old are you? Oh, see? Yeah, happy birthday. You're 16? So your mom's not that old. 32? I saw her on Maury. Guys, what this is 21st century racism. It's racism in light of itself. The only reason I'm saying these things is because the stigmas about race are already there, and I'm just like playing off of that. So you have to understand that. They understand that. So if after the show a bunch of black people are beating me up, they're doing it ironically. Her story's straight. I was raised very well, like a field of corn. I was also raised very Christian, like the children of the corn. And you guys will like this. And specifically, I went to Catholic school and all that. So could you get that track, hit that track, please? And I also went to garage band. All the seats at the Sunday masses filled with the masses, massive asses, classes pass as fast as molasses, ceremonial reading glasses, read a little bit of Leviticus. All the kids are a little too little for this. All the parents nod in agreement. I think I can vaguely see what he meant. It's too early in the morning, gory, to read another allegory story. The father reads a little bit farther, assuring the assured that they need not bother. When God, in verse 45, said that slaves are okay to buy, he meant that people all from the start each have slaves within their hearts, things that we have sold or bought and that are forced to pick our moral cotton. God calls us to set these free our hearts from slavery. And then as God goes on to explain the logistics of buying and selling slaves. The Bible was written by man, and man, see, the thing about in the back, I sit and I nod to the beats that are bumming from my iPod. My God, they're starting to pray, and over the music I can hear them say, "Dear God, dear Lord, dear big muscular man with a beard or a sword, dear good all-seeing being, my way or the highway, Yahweh, the blue-balled anti-masturbator, the great all-loving faggot hater, I'd like to thank your holy might for making me both rich and white, and though this is your day of rest, I come to you with one request. There's so much pain beyond this steeple, wars and drugs and homeless people, sadness where there should be joy, hate and rape and soldier boy. A world in darkness needs your light, so I'm sure your schedule's pretty tight, but my dog just had surgery if you could fix that first. Jesus. Deborah, Messing's fingers in a holy place, Hail Mary, full of grace. Obama, could you pass some hope to the Pope and to a couple dudes who want to elope? See, the church said no, so the bros can't cope. The bros can grow, but the bros can't cope. They've been in love and they've been addicted. Who said they shouldn't? Benedict did. Because in the holy land of the Lord, he's the holy landlord, and dicks are evicted. Because you can be a Benedict if you've been a dick under Benedict, but you can't have Benedicts because there's only one Pope with only one dick. What? Yeah, a dick on a Pope is just like a soap on a rope, because it's pointless unless in prison. Throw up your Bibles, Christ is risen. Hallelujah, I'm a training man because the gender ratio's 1 to 10. Winos at the Eucharist station, transgendered substantiation. Jesus wasn't the Messiah, get back, I'm a heretic and I'm on fire. It was Oedipus, those holy nights, the holy motherfucking Christ. I'm a blasphemer, post-Katrina, cruise in the marina, on a crusade to crusades and blasphemer. You're too late, well fuck, we don't need you. Thank you. It's been great. Really, really, really great. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I find numbers to be fascinating, and more specifically the numbers, I find statistics to be so enlightening, thought-provoking even. So I've gathered some here, and these are all 100% true. And when you leave this theater and enter the world devoid of art, you can check them, and they will come back, because they are true. So I don't want them to blow your mind or anything, but maybe like you'll hear one of these and go, whoa, never thought of that. So these are my statistics. Approximately 33.33% of the Jonas Brothers have diabetes. One out of every 4 kids with the initials ADD actually has it, and 4 out of 4 kids with the initials ADHD have an annoying self-righteous mother who wouldn't just shut the fuck up and take her husband's last name. Here's a fun one. 1 out of every 44 U.S. presidents can dunk. It's fucking Millard Fillmore, you racists. The average child of Sarah Palin has 46.2 chromosomes. Angry at the numbers, not at me. Here's a really interesting one. The average person has one fallopian tube. 20% of the Jackson 5. Too soon. Just tell me to do it. That's the joke. And guess what? The pages are blank. It's theater. Sorry. The average penis length is 5.5 inches. And finally, the average penis length of a man who Googles average penis length is 3.5 inches.
I don't know. Like 40.
If you know the words, shut the fuck up. What's a pirate minus the ship? Just a creative homeless guy and an anteater plus a large hungry mutant ant. An ironic way to die. And what's domain range? A kid with too much in his pants and 2 balls minus 1. 7 titles at the Tour de France. Okay, to split a decision with long division. Take the circumference of your circumcision. Live like your data, and when you're all set, put it all together and whatever you get. It's new man. And what's a bag of chips divided by 5? Well, that's a Nike worker's meal. And Santa Claus multiplied by I. Well, I guess that makes him real. And the square root of the NBA is Africa in a box. How do you trace a scatter plot? You give the pencil to Michael J. I know, we're off to a shaky start. I say to take the approximate moral proportion of the probable problem of a pro-life abortion. Live like your data when you're all set. Put it all together and whatever you get. And if you took a factor tree of the factors that caused my girl to leave me, you'd have a tree full of Asian porns. I said C-A-L, see you later. Mathematical minds make industrial smog. What's the opposite of L and X? Duraflame, the unnatural law. Support the farmers with a pro-tractor. Lincoln and Lincoln with a common backbone. Live like your data when you're all set. Fucking math. Word problems. If there's a fat guy in a pastry shop with a $20 bill and he's ready to buy, in order to predict his volume change, you'll need to know the value of pi. And there's a metal train that's a mile long, and at the very back end, a lightning bolt struck her. How until it reaches and kills the driver, provided that he's a good conductor. And it's 10% of men are gay, 20% of men are Chinese. What are the odds that a man chosen at random spends his free time and mealtime on his knees? And Kim is half as old as a Bobby, who is 2 years older than 12-year-old Tori. For how many more 30-day months will the threesomes be considered statutory rape? Math can be sexy. Oh, drop me.
Yeah.
You guys, having sex is like quadratic expansion. If it can't be split, then it's time to stop it. Having sex is like doing fractions. It's improper for the larger one to be on top. Yeah. Having sex is like math homework. I do it best when I'm alone in the bed. And squaring numbers are just like women. If they're under 13, just do them in your head. Yeah.
Pedophilia.
Say stuff your show. Your jeans are ripped. Mountain biking. Hey! Oh, you could have got it. Stairs. It's gone. It's used. It's been about 6 people's. No. Assume the worst, you dirty. Can we get the house lights up? Oh, can you go? Yeah. I'll do this.
Please do this. Is this it?
No way you know what's happening. All my songs are the same chorus.
Oh, please.
All the single ladies, all the single. I don't know if all Boy Scouts are gays. They could probably tie the knot in like 50 years. Got a safe full of cherries because I pop it and lock it. A girl's like a fridge once a week. You should stock it, girl. If you're into rimming, it's only safe you can swim it. But girl, don't sit on that couch because I treat my objects like women. I spit fire like I just blew a demon. My shit's so hot, I'll leave your toilet bowl steaming. I'm gonna tear it like the cards of the gypsies. You'll bleed for so long, you'll get monthly ellipses. If your pants are loose, I replete you. You're a first-time vegan and it's nice to meet you. I'm the greatest rapper ever, and I'll weather you whether you think I'm clever or not. Think you're better, you're not. Don't need a sweater, I'm hot. I'm a real G. Think I really find your G-spot. Oh, yeah. Help me out, 5 and a half. Yeah, what? Go to a vagina orchard, count 1, 2, 3, spin that plane around, you got a third row country. Yeah, that's right. Consider yourself warned of events of being creative like, why am I saying this? Maybe when you're breath, you're either gonna try it, ma'am, you're pushing them together like a titty Venn diagram. Look at that crack, he's speaking a diagram, like a lay a diaphragm. As I say, you're hot in hand. First base, we'll make it out, motherfuckers, second base. I'm getting faked out, yo. Third base, I'm getting takeout. I'm trying to take it home if I knew I'd take it out, but I just don't know it's not, just don't care. It's that my flow is so cold, I need a tampon from a polar bear. And you can spill it, you can smell my stank. Cause B.O. lingers and it makes it think. And I'm the greatest rapper ever. And I'll whether you think I'm clever or not. Think you're better, you're not. You need a sweater, I'm hot. I'm bad at sex. Get it? Let's mix it up. It was all a dream. I used to read a quick Nick magazine. Ren and Stimpy, Tommy Pickles, and the games between. Watching TV in the dark. Every Saturday, Double Dare, the main man, Marky Mark. Summers, falls, winters, and springs. I've seen 19 sets. Cut me open, count the rings. But I wish that I could be 8, 9, or 10. Wearing Life is Good t-shirts. That makes sense back then. You want to know me? Well, here's the list. When I tried to hit puberty, I swung and I missed. I like palindromes like a yeasty god. Or go hang a salami and a lasagna hog. And I can do a Rubik's Cube in a minute 20. Fast food and the internet's plenty. For me, I'm simple, with one dimple, and a weird mole thing on my left nipple. I'm part of the fattest country on the global scale, and we're fat with a PH on the pH scale because we're so basic.
Oh.
Give us a house and a car and a kid so we can... Popcorn. House and a car and a kid so we can raise it, praise it, blaze it up, then get LASIK to see how bad we fucked it up. We all had braces, our smiles are fake, another mother saw her hotter daughter's water break. The Miley Cyrus virus is as bad as it gets, and similarly bad as simile Tourette's. Cause like it's like, I like my right to life, but like I also have like I like to write, right, wrong. This is a roadkill song, but a kid will follow the bouncing ball during the sing-along. I got my little teapot, who's steaming mad because the world's not careful cause I'm 12-year-old. Yeah, 1, 2. You want to take a stroll on the block to relax my mind, and then I'll walk by the clock just to pass the time. Rhyming, mathematical time, and syntax, impact the intact time, and trust me, you don't want to fuck with me. Check my record, wrecked it on my SATs. I got a 780 math, 730 verbal, kick a Jonas brother, and he'll fart out a chirp. It's a battle of wits, and you can bring your fat sisters to cattle with tits, and I'll get mad at their zits and paddle their bits with saddles and whips and rattle their clits. That was rude, just fucking. Those girls are like donuts. donuts. When I be busting bonuts, I can make them cream filled to give them a layer of glaze. I'm like Doug's friend Skeeter whenever I meet her, cause I skeet her so hard, people call her Patty Mayonnaise. Yay! My girl is epileptic, cause she's the one I'm jerking with. Come on, you wasting child labor, show me what you're working with. Ooh, large machine. That's sad. Because there's an inverse relationship between respect and sex. I'm talking about religious sex, like a Mormon sect that says you can't have sex with members of different sex, but you can't have sex with members of the same sex, so the sex can be different, sex can be same, and the only sex left is some left-hand shame. Well, I left you because you left the game, and if that don't feel right, you can write my name, because I'm about ya. I'm the greatest rapper ever, and I'll whether you think I'm clever or not, think about it, you're not, I need a sweater, I'm fucking G-spot. Junk so long that it hangs and swings with a nude beach. People think I'm looking for lost rings. Lay the skin through your big boy sings. If you want to take it all, wear African neck rings. Haters call me gay, but that ain't hating, cause I'm not homophobic, my morals are straight. And if I'm in the closet, then you are below me, taking the B-A-T out of basement, homie. So, thank you. Like a geneticist loves designer jeans. I need you like New Orleans needs a drought, like Hitler's father needed to learn to pull out. And I want you, yeah, like a lawyer slash mathematician wants some kind of proof. And I want you like JFK wanted a car with a roof, yeah. Is he fucking here? Because love is taking a dive and getting really comfortable and peeing in the pool. And love is a real life porn, minus all the stuff that makes porn cool. And love is a homeless guy searching for treasure in the middle of the rain and finding a bag of gold coins and slowly finding out they're all filled with chocolate. And even though he's heartbroken, he can't complain because he was hungry in the first place. You like Dora loves maps, like the Pope's toilet loves. Holy crap. I need you like a voyeur needs a branch, like boys tossing salad needs a little bit of Neverland Ranch. Now, I've run it before, so I'm fine. And I want you, yeah, like all the gothic kids look exactly the same, never want to conform. And I want you like Anne Frank, wanted no reader, fucking diary. Because the diaries reflect the secret things no one's supposed to read. That's the whole point of a diary. Millions of people have breached this little girl's privacy after she was chased by Nazis. Kick her while she's dead. And if we met in 10,000 BC, I was your caveman, you was my cave lady. Woo! Woo! We got hot, we started rubbing, and we got hungry, and we got coming. There's woolly mammoths, but I will protect us. You're making me devolve to a Homo erectus hominid tree. And if we met in 1780, I was a white southern aristocratic plantation owner, and you were my dark-skinned servant, lady, slave. Whenever I could get away from the missus, I'd go to your shed and then I'd steal you kisses. But let's be serious, I'd still work you full-time as a slave. There's a difference between romantic language and a complete disregard for socioeconomic trends. So, and if we met in 1941, I was a Nazi, you was a gypsy on the run. A little redundant. That
probably wouldn't have worked out.
I know my fucking song. I'm joking you. Holocaust joke. Love is your favorite food for every breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And love is the Holocaust if you don't die quick and you don't get thinner. And love is being the owner of the company that makes rape whistles. And even though you started the company with good intentions, trying to reduce the rate of rape, now you don't want to reduce it at all. Because if the rate declines, you'll see an equal decline in whistle sales. Yeah, without a rapist, who's gonna buy your whistle? Because love is all about whistles. Good night. was supposed to tell you I was going to come back on. Sorry. I ruined the old encore. Well, Burnham. He's persuaded on stage, not by a round of applause, but by... Oh, I'm the meet and greet. No! It's like a Beyonce concert. What'd you say? What do you mean? What was that? What?
What?
Yeah. It's alright. It's okay. Can you please name 3 paintings by Salvador Dali and I'll do it.
What?
Name 3 paintings by Salvador Dali and I'll do it.
Yes.
That's one. Nope. Who's got it? Anyway, happy birthday. Oh. Disgusting. Yeah, Purell shower. Jesus. I like that. You approach me like a pack of lepers. Tell your dick jokes. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. You know what? There's about 200. How many people are here? Like over 200? Statistically, there should be at least, I would say 2. Is there anyone else's birthday this? Yeah. And you couple that with the fact that it's like an event and it's a special occasion. So there's probably at least I would say 5, at least 5 people whose birthday it is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, C is retarded. Nobody cares. No, but happy birthday. But yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, I'll probably take the whole show.
My birthday's August 21st.
Nobody cares. Thank you. That's great. Good birthday. Usain Bolt too, as that same birthday. Here's some more racial humor. I have a friend who had to register his hands as deadly weapons because he's a martial artist, and I had a black friend who had to register his dick. Whoa! Yeah, because he has AIDS. So it's misdirection. He got it. He knows what's up. The problem is, how long have I been? Oh, I've been at least an hour, right?
Longer.
Yeah, I've been over now. So we need to blow the other show in, and I want to be able to meet everybody who wants to meet. So thank you guys very much for coming. I hope you enjoyed the show and everything. I'm going to do one last new song. And, I want, because I think, the old stuff, you can see it all on YouTube and all that stuff. And some of the stuff that's so old, I think was much funnier when I was 16, so that's why I don't do, the apple pie, the apple, I can't get girls. Who am I kidding? No, but I just think it was the irony was much bigger and back then, so I don't want to ever do something on stage that I don't think I'm doing better than what it was. So I'll leave you with this. You guys have really been a really cool crowd, and I know I gave you shit about being young, but it is really cool. You guys are so young, and you guys are really, really smart, and I can tell that. Because, no, you were. You got, no, I'm kidding. I gave you shit about Salvador Dali. That's just me. You guys got it. I can't make another fucking cool. So I will do this last joke. Last song. Thank you guys for coming, and I will see you outside. If not, have a good night. I feel like hip-hop used to be a voice for the voiceless, And now it's become, at least in the mainstream, a symbol of misogyny, gay panic, fiscal irresponsibility, So I figure, if you can't beat them, join them. In the club up VIP, I got a fake mustache and a fake ID. I look like Wooly Willy with a really woolly willy. And I bypass the bouncer, pass my next and I flex and bounce her. Wowzer, look at all of Bo's hoes, looking for a ride on Bo's hoes. And I spot a little Latino, booty so big, call it Brazigo. We go do it, through it, she says Dios mia, mi amigo. Pull it out, stick it in your mouth and I bust in the back of ya. Swallow, bitch, there's people starving in Africa. Single every single day, do it every single way. Make the single lady say, oh, and if I were gay. gay, though I swear I'm straight, I'd make the fella say, oh, boy, yeah, oh, boy, oh, boy, yeah. You're an ice cream sundae with a cherry on top, but careful cherry, cause I'm the king of pop, 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 pop goes the weasel, have you looking like Jackson Pollock's easel. My suggestion is you don't blow till you know what congestion is, swallow when you know what digestion is, follow Bo, the only question is, have you been splattered before by the Mad Hatter, Matador, cake batter, nevermore, it don't matter whether you're Spanish, French, Swedish, or Cambodian, I'll slime you so hard you could be on Nickelodeon. Every single day, do it every single way, make the single lady say, oh, Bo, and if I were gay, though I swear I'm straight, I'd make the fella say, oh, 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 boy, oh, you think that you can handle me, girl, don't make me laugh, my joke is bipolar, it'll split you in half, I said it, and if you're lucky, I might just bring you home, and I'll have you going down like you're growing an extra chromosome, and when you love me, don't grab me by my buns, cause I got a bad case of the runs, I got the runs, I got the runs, single every single day, do it every single way, make a single lady say, oh, Bo, and if I were, oh, so that I were, and if I were, I'm gonna break it down for y'all. I came from the streets with nothing. Now I'm making hit records. And for those of you still in the streets, still in poverty, I want to tell you I'm doing this for you. My success is your success. And I know you may be thinking, hey, if you really believe that, why don't you use some of your money to help rebuild the neighborhood instead of putting spinning rims on a gold jet ski? And to that I say, uh-oh, of course it's coming up. Single every single day, do it every single way, make a single lady say, oh, Bo, and if I were, oh, so then I were, hey, if I were, you gotta fume like a tuna, I'll smell you later. I met a fat chick and I fucked her in an elevator. It was wrong on so many levels. It was wrong on so many levels. I said, well, it was wrong